What's up, guys? Welcome back to Crisis Watch, your weekly show about everything Infinite Crisis, an awesome free-to-play MOBA game type featuring your favorite superheroes and supervillains. Each week we kind of focus on a champion and we really get into it, really analyze it, and hopefully discover some new tricks, new tips for good play in Infinite Crisis.
That's right, of course. Today is all about Arcane Green Lantern, a new character, the Emerald Knight himself. He's kind of like a tank, a support. Excited. Got a lot of cool abilities, and in fact, I actually got a chance to sit down with Megan and analyze some of my own Arcane Green Lantern play. Hi guys, welcome to Crisis Watch. I'm here, Nick Axslav Ranish, and I'm joined by Megan Bow, of course, the expert gamer here with Turbine Crew, the professional Infinite Crisis player herself, Zagnet. How are you doing today?
I'm doing excellent. Thanks for the compliments. I don't know that I'm professional. I've met a lot of beta players who stomped me. I think it's just because we stomp you in every game that we play against you that you have this perception, but I'd like to see your Arcane Green Lantern play.
I mean, if I lose to someone, they have to be the best of the best, right? Or else it doesn't make sense.
Why? Because, like, you're second best? Is that what it is?
Yeah, exactly. Like that's the only way the world makes sense to me, so we're going to keep going with it.
Why don't you talk about both what makes his healing wave better than the normal healing wave, and then what other stolen powers might go well with him?
Well, luckily that's what we do about all the stolen powers is to encourage people to have their sort of champion progression. So his specific healing wave is excellent because it is armor. It grants you attack armor and power armor, and it scales throughout the game. When you think of it in relation to Poison Ivy's healing wave per se, defensively it is vastly superior because armor, just because of the way that the numbers work, scales way better throughout the game. So if you want to go aggressive, Poison Ivy's is the way to go, but if you're playing Arcane Green Lantern, you probably want to play more defensively just because of the way his kit works. Probably want to pick up his healing wave. It's excellent. I mean, honestly, just because I tend to play more defensively and I try to take things that scale throughout the entire game as opposed to a specific point in the game, I'd recommend Arcane Green Lantern's healing wave actually above all right now.
Okay, awesome. So he's got a really good stolen power specific to himself. On the secondary stolen power, I'm going with Invulnerability. Is that a decent pick, and also what other picks could go well with him?
So Invulnerability is pretty good on any champion that you play whatsoever. I mean, what's not to love about having like a shield? You know, you're dying. Oh, pop Invulnerability, live a little bit longer. But I think for Arcane Green Lantern, you might want to consider in the future something like teleport, because if you get a teleport, his ultimate range is not global. So you can teleport to something that's within range and then teleport to save your ally. You know what I mean? And then you said this is your first time playing him, at least like throughout a whole match or something. Then maybe you like messed around with him or something. And so yeah, I mean, you don't even need it to get used to it. Probably what you want to focus on is not dying, just so you get used to how to play him. You know. So I think your picks are pretty good. But in the future, think of something like teleport. You could even take Psychic Assault. That helps secure kills in whichever lane that you're in, whomever you're supporting, because it just slows them and it prevents the enemies from getting away.
Yeah, so I mean that's one of the things I definitely need to work on the most is learning to use teleport better. Because whenever I do pick it, I don't always have quite the map awareness that I want to have.
Right.
But I'm not going to teleport this game anyway, so as far as sorry.
Your ultimate. So you still need to work on that map awareness.
Yeah, you're right. And the ultimate is, not full map. I mean, you always want to work on map awareness, right? That's probably the most important skill behind teamwork. And
it's up there.
Like yeah,
absolutely.
So about his skills, right? He's got a passive, 3 skills, and an ultimate. Why don't you tell us about those 5 different abilities he has?
So the idea of Arcane Green Lantern's kit is he is a support, but he's also an enforcer. So he's going to want to take a lot of damage for his allies, but he's also going to want to help them. And in that regard, he doesn't just have to help his allies, he can also help to secure kills. So he has within his kit his construct, which is a line stun. He throws it forward and it just walks forward in a line. It's pretty quick, and he can teleport to it. His W, which is his shackles, allows him to slow enemies, and then after short duration, if the shackles are still on the enemy, it snares them, and it locks them in place for about a second. He has his Emerald Lantern, which he can throw out. It's going to deal damage in the center, and it's also going to provide vision of the area. It's really good for scoping out stealth pads, like that Wonder Woman who's hiding in the stealth pad right now. If you take the Emerald Lantern, you can throw it, deal the AoE damage. It's technically more reliable damage than the Q as well. And it also grants a passive attack armor bonus. So wow, you got a couple people coming down in that lane. Poor Batman. A little bit too deep right there, but
He's pretty brave throughout this game, actually.
Oh, really?
He's one of the most brave champions I've seen, and well, you know, I mean, if he's a vampire, technically you're not supposed to die, right?
Well, there are definitely ways you can die. I'm pretty sure I just saw him die, so.
It was an illusion. At least that's what he's thinking.
If you threw your lantern there, you could see that big blue ring around it.
Yes.
That's vision granted by the area. So if that was, you know, if you walked away from that and you didn't have drones in that, the lantern would still provide you vision of that area. So say in that, you know, that stealth pad that you have above you, if you anticipate, hey, maybe somebody's coming to kill us, you can throw it up there and you can prevent any sort of gank. And you can combo with the W. So you know about the fact that you can combo with his chains and his emerald lantern.
Wait, so how does that work exactly?
So his shackles come out of his lantern; they don't come from him. So,
oh, okay.
Right. So nice. Isn't that teleport super fun?
Yeah. All of a sudden, it's like it's not something you expect because he's not the
Right.
like everyone knows. Oh, Flash can jump forward, you know.
Right.
You know, Gaslight Batman can fly around, but you don't expect this guy who looks kind of hefty with a giant cape and kind of big to be able to teleport like that.
Plus, it's the mind games. You throw the cube forward, and wow, that was nice. You don't know whether or not he's gonna teleport to it. Like he could, but he might actually be putting himself in danger. Maybe he doesn't want to actually go there. You know.
Yeah.
So he does have a lot of will issues with spam, though. Anyway, back to chains and the combination for the Emerald Lantern. So because the shackles come from himself, he can actually throw his lantern forward and then hit shackles. Or for example, say if you get up a little bit close to that Joker and you hit your shackles, right?
Yes.
And then, you know, you think he's going to get away or that he's going to use his escape, you can throw your E ahead and the shackles will stay on him. So will get out of your range within you. You can. It's a really excellent combo. It's kind of difficult to execute and keep in mind, but once you get used to it, it is incredibly potent. And it's of course with the teleport from this Q, it also works excellently as well because you have so many ways of keeping up with your enemies and locking them down.
Yeah, that's actually something I thought they came from me. So that's
Yeah.
definitely good to know they come from the lantern. Another question about the lantern throw: how often is it useful to throw it? Not to do damage, but just for the vision. Like you talked about that stealth pad earlier. Just to throw it there and get the 5 seconds or something like that of vision, even though you don't think you're going to actually get any damage done, just to see who's there.
So you definitely don't want to overuse it because I believe it is the highest will cost, at least in terms of how often you can throw it. You can definitely fall into a trap of being like, oh, I want to throw this and deal some damage. Like right here is definitely good for you to throw it there because, you know, there's the stealth pad and you pick it back up, but now you have no will. See, you can't really do anything about that. But you're running low the entire time, so.
Yeah, that's actually, I think in this game, you can already see here, I've encountered more problems with running out of will with him than with any other champion I've ever played. So would it have been like smart to maybe get a couple will packs as well, starting off?
Sure. Yeah, absolutely. But also try to consider the fact that really what his kit revolves around is you want it to be opportunistic. And when you think of somebody like Joker or something, I mean, he's got skill shots. So you probably you're compelling this Nightmare of Batman to just dive right in.
So that's my fault there, isn't it?
I don't know that it's your fault necessarily, but I think he saw you go in and then he got that feeling of, oh, like, let's go in and dive them. But you were like, I realize that this is a bad idea. And he was like, I'm still going for it. So yes, but in terms of will management, when you have a character that is support, you don't want them to be able to spam their abilities because they're so powerful in their own right. They have so much crowd control that if you didn't have high will costs on them, it would be kind of overpowered, you know? Like, that's what balances the fact that he has so much power within his own kit. So he's not going to be necessarily dealing a lot of damage, but the fact that he can set up his team to do so much damage, he needs to have those higher will costs. So what that means is that it's basically sort of a higher skill cap. You need to make sure that you're using your abilities in a good way.
Yeah, you can't just kind of throw him out there, and if you miss, oh, whatever, I'll get him next time.
It's kind of like that with Joker. I mean, Joker, if he spams his abilities too much, definitely is not going to have any will. As you can see, well, I mean, you guys are kind of low right now, but that's because you haven't even left the lane since the beginning. You've got about 1,500 credits right now.
Yeah.
You're just...
There we go.
Go back.
I finally learned my lesson. That actually brings another question I've always had, because often you're in a lane, and you're getting more and more credits, but you're like, I don't really need to go back. Like, I'm kind of doing all right. Is it something that you kind of just want to stay in the lane up until you're hurt enough that you should go back, or is there ever a time where like, well, the item's worth losing the 30 seconds that I'll be there in the lane?
That is that's a good question, but it's a tough question to answer. There is no one answer for that. So when you stay in lane, you're going to be getting experience and credits from the drones. So that's always something that you want to stick around for. If you have lane dominance, there is basically no reason for you to back unless, of course, you are, per se, below half health and your enemies have already backed and they've got a lot, stronger than you are. As a general rule of thumb, what I do is I feel out how comfortable I am in a lane. If I feel like, maybe my lane mate has died or for whatever reason they are so much stronger than me, I will try to time my bases so that they're not, getting too far ahead of me. There are also actually some tactics that you can use to deny them. Say if you know that they're basing and you're deciding to stay, what you can do is you can push the drone wave so that your minions will go and die on their turret, and then the credits will disappear before the time they get back. So that actually denies them all of the credits and all of the experience that they would have gotten from that wave. So now technically you're a wave ahead of them. You know what I mean? Because
then at that point you go back, right? Right as you're at the turret, basically.
Right. You push it, and then once you've cleared their wave and your wave is dying, then you back. So then what would likely happen is by the time that you get back to lane, even if they try to counter push your drone wave, you'll get back in time to get the experience and the credits on your own tower. Know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's kind of something that it's tough to think about. A lot of people.
I mean, at most you might miss one of your waves, right?
Yeah, exactly.
But yeah, it wouldn't be more than one. And if in another circumstance you could easily lose like 2 or something.
Mm-hmm. A lot of people, when they see their enemies are basing, they go, "Okay, I'm going to base now too." But the best thing to do would definitely be to go back and wow, looks like they're actually going to secure this kill.
No.
Oh no!
Joker ultimate.
That was actually a good ultimate. So what do you guys think?
Because we probably would have had to kill there otherwise, right? If it wasn't for that stun. Yeah. That's a very strong ultimate.
It's very, very powerful. So in this situation, like you're sticking around. You definitely saw that somebody was below you. So
yeah, maybe that was overly bold to stick around.
Maybe a little bit. You could have used once the Doomsday stun, the charge into the wall. You could have used your Construct Champion, thrown it forward as an escape.
Oh yeah, that's a really clever idea.
It's kind of difficult, especially when people are coming at and you're like, oh my god, and you're just trying to like click away from them and you don't want to die.
Yeah.
You don't think about the best things to do in that situation, but his Q can be used, to escape over walls, to chase people, but also to just like, oh man, I need to hop ahead of them.
Yeah. It seems like he's one of the more versatile champions as far as the way you can use his skills.
Absolutely.
With a lot of different. There's some champions where it's like, well, use the skill to just smack the opponent in the face. Right?
Green Lantern Prime is actually a really good example of that.
Yeah.
So it's very straightforward. Q is like a slam, and then W is a slow, and then E is it shoots the missiles forward, and then the big AoE. Whereas Arcane Green Lantern has so many different combos that he can use with it that it's a lot of stuff. You can do.
So I guess one good question with him is what type of artifacts do you kind of want to build on him? Like I kind of got that the Gambit there just because I figured, well, it gives me some money. And then I can buy more items. But you would rather have life or spell power, and then also between those, what are the best items for him?
So that's also a tough question to ask because all the times I've played Arcane Green Lantern, I've stolen so many kills deliberately because I play with my friends, and it's like, don't do that if you're playing like just with random people because that might upset them. And you, as a support, are supposed to be getting, your marksmen and your blasters fed. You want to give them the drones. Uh-oh, Wonder Woman caught you in that ultimate with the Joker ultimate. I'm not sure if you guys should be fighting this.
Yeah, I was gonna run away, and then he kind of stayed around, so I'm like, well.
Took out that Wonder Woman though, and considering that this Joker is just standing in all of your drones, but you're also standing in his. Good idea backing away from that. He does have no will, but. I'm sorry, totally lost my train of thought. Are we talking about artifacts? So, going with the Gambit is a really good choice. You don't want to be securing a lot of kills, so for the most part, you're going to have less credits than the rest of your team. So getting something that's going to give you credits passively is excellent, and the auras from all of the Gambits are super good for your teammates. So I would definitely recommend, any of those. As you can see that Atlantean Real Seal is also really good as well because of the slow. I mean, he already has CC, so adding on even more CC with the final tier of Atlantean Royal Seal's slow is pretty devastating, actually. I've rushed Psy Scimitar on him before.
Okay, so that's attack and power damage.
Yeah, and then
yeah.
I mean, you don't need to do that. I just really like it for dueling when I'm stealing all of my friends' skills. But if you're trying to be a real support, I would definitely go for good items that give you will and all sorts of armor. Something like Metallo's Heart, it gives you the cooldown reduction, it gives you the will, it gives you the attack armor, and the aura for the 20% attack speed debuff for your enemies. So anything that gives you defensive, and I mean it's all situational. Right now you're fighting Wonder Woman, Joker, so you're getting attack and power damage on both ends here.
Yes. Although the power damage is probably in general the bigger damage, right? I mean, if you're fighting Wonder Woman and Joker, anyways.
I would definitely say yeah, because Wonder Woman doesn't have the same damage output as Joker does. But the rest of the enemy team actually, they've got Arcane Green Lantern Prime.
That's a lot of power damage.
So since they don't have a marksman on the enemy team, in fact, you don't have a marksman either. I didn't even realize that. Yeah, they have more power damage, I believe, overall than they do.
Yeah, I mean they're pretty much, they're mostly power damage basically.
Right,
Yeah.
and that's good. That's good to itemize against. Like you definitely want to bear that sort of thing in mind. As Arcane Green Lantern, though, I feel like he's super versatile. Like even if you decided to be crazy and just build, Oh no, I'm not sure if you're getting out of this. Wow, that was really nice. You popped your arcade. See, look at that healing wave. Look at how incredible that healing wave is.
Yeah, it definitely saved my life right there. With the sorry, I lost my train of thought there for a second. Oh yeah, the other question I had, I guess a lot of it depends on kind of what your team composition is. But so far I've built mostly for looking at damage, I think. I mean, the Atlantean Royal Seal is kind of a little bit of both, right?
For sure.
But in general, I've been going more damage. Do you ever build them like you build the Wonder Woman, just all life items?
So actually, it's funny that you say Wonder Woman because I don't build Wonder Woman.
Okay.
I get like Lobos Chain. I love to be aggressive on pretty much every single champion that I'm playing, and that's super what I love about Infinite Crisis is because you play somebody like a support, and in many other games, especially multiplayer games, you think of a support as maybe like a healer, and you're kind of in the sidelines. You're keeping your allies alive, but every single champion is powerful in this game. So even though you might not be as physically powerful or magically powerful, you still bring so much to the table. So it is completely viable on every support that I can think of to build damage as opposed to building health. Now, that being said, because of the way Arcane Green Lantern's skill kit works, he does benefit more than most other champions by building health, and it would be, health or armor, any sort of defensive capabilities, because that's the best way to utilize him in terms of a team.
A lot of the time, if you think about it, he kind of wants to get in the middle of a fight, so you can use his shackles better. So there, I was trying to shackles there, and I see it kind of went from the lantern.
Yep.
But maybe I could have kept following them or something, and then because the lantern eventually goes back to you after a few seconds, right? So if you stay on them once you pick that up, even if it originally was coming from a lantern on the ground, you'll still have that. Actually, that might have been a great opportunity to use the Q to chase them down. Yeah.
And that's really fascinating about it. The shackles just stay on the lantern. Like no matter what, they stay on the lantern. So unless they get out of range of the lantern, they're always going to get hit by those shackles.
Yeah,
so it's hard. It's hard to keep that in mind, because you're like, oh, the lantern's here and I'm here and they're there, and you're like, oh gosh, how do I combo this properly without losing the chains on them?
It seems like if you had like an assassin in a jungle, like a Nightmare Batman, and you work really well with him, you could time a lot of really good. You like he's like, all right, I'm gonna get him, and you're like, all right, I'll make sure he can't get away.
Right. The lockdown's really rough, and when you especially with this Nightmare Batman, I mean, it was a lane mate, so it was a little different. That was a good ultimate on Shazam there.
I thought he was gonna die, so
yeah.
I figured it's my job.
You helped it out, and exactly, and that is why I believe actually his shield from his ultimate, I think, scales off of health or defenses, which is what I'm saying.
Yeah, a lot of health, and then of course power damage helps in general his abilities.
Oh yeah, and that's the kind of thing. That's usually how skill kits work in general. Tanks are encouraged to build mostly defensively, but with a little bit of damage, just so you don't feel like you're just walking around being a huge punching bag.
So yeah, you don't want to be the guy who gets stuck in a one-on-one and is like, I can do nothing, even if they're at 10% life.
You can just bonk them.
Yeah.
And then you're not going to die, but they're not going to die either. So
yeah.
It's just a big dull, just macing you to death slowly. Hopefully you don't run away.
I've definitely had a couple Wonder Woman on like a Wonder Woman duel where you're both Wonder Womans, and you're sitting there, and it's like 2 minutes later, you're like, oh, I guess we're still both at full life. It's pretty awkward.
It's funny though. I mean, especially when you proc her E, because then it does like her cleave, and then you both look really cool attacking each other. And you're just like, oh, well, I'm pretty sure I'm wasting my time, and I could probably be doing something a little bit more useful.
But if you retreat, it's an admission of weakness. So you both sit there and just keep bonking each other forever, right?
Is that true?
I don't know.
I didn't know that was a thing.
It's kind of like when you walk down the street and you realize you're going the wrong way. You can't turn around, right? You got to go around the block.
That's a very, you know what? I've never really thought about that, but I've definitely had that feeling of like, oh man, I can't turn around right now. What you do is you just face it, or you pretend like you saw something, and then you wait for the people who noticed to pass you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? However, you can't really do that in Infinite Crisis because everybody sees everything, presumably. So.
A little bit harder to be covert.
You got a perfect support score right now, actually. So you haven't taken any of the kills, which I am personally disappointed in because I feel like there's no way you should play any character in this game without trying to steal every single kill.
Well, I've been taking a lot of drone kills, so that's how I console myself.
That's true. So you're just siphoning the mechanical souls of these drones, and that's enough for you. But that's good for acquiring credits as well, and especially with the Gambit, you're just like rolling in it, huh?
Yeah, very. I'm the rich Green Lantern. One thing I want to talk about is that there was that team fight about 30 seconds ago, kind of near their power relay. And I used my skills or whatever, and then I immediately ran out of will, and I kind of felt like, well, I can't really do anything here anymore.
So did you have full will when you went into that?
I think I had like 3/4 or something. I was pretty high, but I used each skill twice or something like that. Yeah, I think I used each skill twice in that engagement.
Yeah.
And then I was pretty much done.
Well, when you think about it, that's probably how it should be, considering the potency of his abilities. So because his Q is a line stun and is not a single target stun, it can go through everything.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Sorry, there's a lot of action. I don't want to distract from stuff that's happening.
Looks like we're actually pushing into the tower here.
5-man, brutal. That was some brutal stuff you guys just did right there.
Yeah.
Taking some turret damage. I don't know if you get out this time. Wow, look at you're so ridiculous. Seeing this, you're not even building that much health.
No, but he's Arcane Green Lantern. He's a tough guy.
He lives through that stuff.
So, one thing I want to ask about artifacts and the fact that, like you said, it's obviously he should run a will fast because he's, his skills are that powerful. But I guess the first question is, one, if you're out of will and you're kind of like a half-life, you just leave the team battle because you can't do much anyway and you might end up dying?
Not.
Absolutely not? Okay.
So you don't, when you think of yourself in the team, what you want to do is you want to be a threat. You want to be a threat, even if they don't, they might not even notice that you have very low will, you know what I mean? And
yeah, they just see you there.
If you stick around long enough, you might be able to get enough will from the regen to be able to use an ability that might save somebody's life or secure another kill, you know what I mean? So if you're, above half health, or even 30% health because you're so tanky, you just get in there and you just basic attack them. And people really underestimate it. Even though your basic attacks are really only doing 40, 50 damage, if you're in a long team fight and you're just bonking them, you start to do hundreds of damage over time. You know what I mean?
Yes. Yeah, I can see how it can add up. I'm kind of cowardly in general, but that's something to work on.
Yeah, no, and that's how a lot of people start off when they play MOBAs. It's because a lot of people, when they're being taught, are their friends say, okay, just do this and try not to die.
Yes.
But that's wrong. Your friend shouldn't tell you that. The only reason that you should try not to die is because when you're alive, you can use your abilities and figure them out. But if you die, all that really matters is you need to think, well, why did I die? What just happened? And that's kind of what the kill card is for. You can see who did the damage to you, and you're like, oh, okay, it looks like this person is doing the most amount of damage to me. But I mean, even if you die repeatedly, especially as an enforcer, you can still be doing what you need to do. So you can go in there and you can die in every single team fight. As long as your team comes out on top, you're doing your job. And it stinks to die because you're like, man, I'm dead. I'm just chilling. I'm watching everybody else have fun and play the game. But I feel like for the most part, if you're in a big team fight, you're peeling the enemies away from your team. You're doing what you need to do. And really often, trading your life for the lives of several enemies is a pretty ideal situation.
Oh yeah. I mean, anytime you get more than 1 for 1, right? It's always a good deal. So I ended up getting the Kryptonian War Armor there, because I've been noticing I've been taking a lot of damage from their Green Lantern Prime and Joker Prime. Is that a good choice?
Absolutely.
Okay. It also gets like move speed too later on, which I figure is pretty good, right?
Super helps you with those shackles. Exactly.
Yeah.
So you're thinking ahead. But like in the future, I'm definitely thinking any future time you play Arcane Green Lantern, consider taking, you know, Abinsur's Lantern. And not only does that thematically fit with Green Lantern, because, you know, I'm pretty sure that Harold Jordan, the Emerald Knight, was taught by Abinsur, who's obviously, you know, a legendary Green Lantern. So that gives you will, it gives you will regen and
lore points.
Yeah, exactly. It gives you cool points. You get it, and you're like, the lantern that I'm holding is an Abinsur's Lantern, but I also have Abinsur's Lantern in this like ethereal, nobody can see inventory. You know.
So really, you should get like double shackles.
Yeah.
It should come out. It should come out of everywhere. Just get like 18 shackles. Just grab everyone on the map.
But yeah. So in terms of will, like, and you know, like I said, Metallo's Heart, also a really good choice. Consider anything that gives you will, because there are a lot of items that give you will and defense, you know, or just will and power, and both of those are things that you benefit greatly from.
Yeah, that's actually definitely playing this. I think as much as I like the Landian Royal Seal and the Gambit, I'm thinking stuff that just goes maximum will might have been better.
I believe if I'm remembering correctly as well, Entropy Aegis gives you health, will, and power armor, which may have also been a very viable choice in this situation for you.
Yeah, power armor would definitely be
and
great.
then it gives you a shield that refreshes every 30 seconds that absorbs one skill. So especially, you know, like for Green Lantern or Joker, they try and hit you with something and you can just absorb it.
Yeah, I actually thinking back, that would have been the way to go. But my items aren't terrible.
They're good. They're definitely good. And that's what's super fun about him is like you can buy virtually anything and you're like, well, maybe this might not have been the most ideal choice, but it still works for you. You know, you're not suffering very much for it.
So as far as this game is going, it seems like in the team fights they've been winning almost everyone, but we've been able to get more of the power relays most of the time. Who would you favor in that situation? Like at least in this game, which team you think is kind of doing a little bit better or not?
Well, I'm gonna have to say that like team composition wise, they're definitely more equipped to handle a team fight, just because of the devastating, you know, AOE Wonder Woman Joker Wonder Woman Joker Green Lantern ultimates. So you have Shazam, but Shazam can initiate from so far away that very often he's not initiating in an ideal situation, and you don't have a lot of follow up for the kills. You know what I mean? And
yeah, I mean, we have Nightmare Batman because they got like one person easily.
Yeah.
We had the Flash ultimate, which is pretty darn good, but we were missing like the Joker, the Green Lantern, I guess. Actually, we had the Joker. Sorry.
Right. As you can see here, I mean, it's really just like an outnumbering thing too. You've won every single fight that you forced where you have, you know, higher numbers of them, and that may sound like, oh, super obvious, but you won that fight where you dove them on the turret and they weren't able to do anything about it. They couldn't even really capitalize off of that, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it seems like, you know, it's not like 5v5, you have to have a better team comp or that's how you're going to win. I mean, if your team comp is less powerful in terms of
the 5v5,
then if their team's less powerful than that, you can guarantee that they have strengths where the others don't. So in terms of your wave clear is much more excellent because of, you know, Flash's Q going through everything, you know, Shazam's lightning field.
And then I have two really good abilities. They're both for wave clear as well.
Exactly. So your wave clear is pretty formidable compared to theirs. In terms of like assassinating, you guys have more damage output than they do. So what your ideal situation would be is to like catch somebody out of position, like this Green Lantern was going a little bit too ham, and Shazam can pick up that kill. Doomsday going too ham, so they're just kind of like feeding themselves to you, and that's like kind of the ideal thing. And you know, your Joker's up top just pushing against Arcane Green Lantern, and like you can't even really be contested because everybody was so hungry for you down bot. They didn't even get a turret. They didn't even get that turret out of it.
They did kill me, and I'm worth like 10 turrets, right?
You're worth it in heart, but I don't know about in credits.
Yeah, maybe not in credits.
Maybe we should bug that if they're getting 10 towers worth in credits, because that's what I want for killing you. That's what I deserve for killing you, repeatedly.
Especially if you're yeah. So if you get 3 in a row, then you get the 10 turret gold or a credit bonus, right?
Yeah, that seems legit. I'll talk to the designers about that one. You know, that's an absurd credit bonus.
So we could actually kind of see in that exchange there how tanky I was, because they were like pounding me for like at least 3 screens worth of me running away.
Yep.
And then they got like so frustrated they couldn't kill me that they basically ran into the turret to finish me off. And it was definitely because 2 of them died, right? So
Yep.
it was definitely. Although one of them probably would have died anyway. I think Wonder Woman was already dead.
But that's the thing. I mean, it's super fun to fight in this game, and that's why I love that about IC is that like you just keep fighting. There's not really a dull moment where you're just like, oh, this is a game. I'm kind of playing against the computer, and no, like you're always in fear that something is going to be happening to you.
Crisis never stops.
Exactly. I mean, it is infinite, so it'd be a little disappointing if it stops.
So their Joker, they had I think 2 Joker, and who else was there from their side? I look, they got Wonder Woman here, but she kind of came in a little bit late to the party.
Yeah, it was Tuesday as well.
Yeah, but that's a situation where it was like 3 of them were like, let's go take their power relay, but then there was 5 of us there.
Yep.
So, and now the rest of them are here, and this is a situation. How far should you chase these people? Like right here, I'm like, I should go for Green Lantern, not Wonder Woman, but then I don't want to duel him because I figure he would crush me in a duel.
So I think that you actually made the proper decision in going for Green Lantern, because chasing Wonder Woman is not ever really a super good choice. You know that she's very tanky. She's very similar to you in that like it's probably going to take a lot to bring her down, but that Green Lantern has no mobility. So the moment you turned and started fighting him, and he had dropped his plane on you and everything, your teammates should have went, yeah, you're right. That's who we should be fighting, you know? But because you're the support, you're just like, hey guys, I'm over here, flanking him slowly, and he's just like, well, I can get away because the only person that's fighting me is the support. So
this is also a situation right here where I feel like it was a 2-on-2, and then once they killed my teammate, even though they were both low, like I was out of will by that time, and
yeah,
I never felt like I could actually finish people off with Arcane Green Lantern.
No, you can't. And
is that just part of the way he is, or is there a
not.
certain way you could build him that he can really get those finishing kills?
So that's what I was saying about earlier. Is like sometimes I'll go on the standard Starheart Psi Scimitar build.
Yeah.
So I have so much. I'll have like hundreds of power damage, and then I'll have the Psi Scimitar proc with the auto attack. Because of the way the disabilities work, you can get like awesome repeated consecutive procs of the Psi Scimitar. So you Q onto somebody, you're doing so much damage with your construct because you've built power damage. So you hop onto them, you Psi Scimitar them.
And then your basic attack does a whole bunch.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So if you had built him that way, you would not be surviving as often, surely. But your natural resistances would keep you alive a bit longer than the average champion, I guess you could say, than the other blaster or marksman types. So I mean, I think in the future maybe you could try it. It's super fun. In fact, when Arcane Green Lantern first came out and everybody was complaining about his will issues, I kept saying no, you should just stop spamming his E. And so my workaround to that was I built him entirely attack damage. I didn't get any will items, I didn't get any power damage items, and it was surprisingly effective. I mean, I died pretty quickly, but people didn't expect it, You just go into the fight and then they're like, oh, it's just Arcane Green Lantern, and then I'm chunking them like a marksman does, and they're like, what is happening?
They think they can take you in a hand-to-hand battle, but not with all those items.
Because they don't know. I mean, and that's the cool thing about trying different builds is people don't expect it, and if people aren't really like inspecting tab and looking at all of the enemy's items, you can get away with some pretty zany things like that.
So here we are battling for the power relays. We already have 2, and there's a team fight here. I tried to save the Joker.
That was a fantastic ultimate on that Joker, though. I mean, you contested that point just long enough so that you can sit there and fight against that. So as long as Shazam doesn't snipe that point out from under you, I think this would be good. But unfortunately, it looks like they
I got scared.
No, you did the right thing.
Okay.
I mean, I don't think that you should have stayed for that, because 3 of your teammates are dead, and you're not a damage dealer. Shazam can't even take out that Green Lantern, most likely. It's just too much happening. But that's totally fine. I mean, they spent all that time, and really all they got was 1 power relay out of it, and you still have 2 of them.
Yes.
And they're not on that for quite some time.
So, that's kind of been, I felt, the theme of this game is that we often would get 2 power relays, but then in that exchange, right, we're basically, they're getting more kills throughout the game than we are in general. I mean, there's times we're getting kills, but overall, they're leading to kills. And the power relays, in the long run, it's not like whenever you get a kill, you get extra credits, right? And then your opponent is out of the game for a bit, so you're not getting any credits or experience. So it kind of puts your champion ahead of theirs a little bit.
Right.
And like throughout the rest of the game. Whereas the power relays, they seem like insanely strong for while they're up, but if you can't use the super drones to, get a kill or get a turret kill, it ends up in the long run, if they then retake him or something, being not quite as good maybe.
Yeah, that's a good point, and I think that's probably a true observation. If you're going to spend all of this time, not taking objectives in order to get the power relays, which the purpose of are to be able to take objectives, you probably are just kind of wasting your time. But it is better than fighting losing battles. Like you said, you can't really fight them head on, and for the most part, they're sticking together because they know that's where their advantage lies. So the best thing that you can do is try to push objectives. You and Crashy taken to this top lane is a pretty good choice, and it looks like Shazam and Joker are having a decent time fending them off there in the bot lane.
Yeah. And of course, even if there's only one or two of us in a top lane with these super drones, this is kind of the way to utilize the power relay advantage, right? Because this tower is just going to get crushed unless they get here really quickly.
Right, and it seems like they're distracted down there, so the odds are that they won't.
Yeah.
Yeah, and your ultimate's up, but I'm pretty sure you're too far away to actually help them right now, but that's totally fine. Like, look, you're a support, and you have half health to this turret already. I mean, it's just very close to going down. With Crashy here, there's no way that it's not going to. So your team did an excellent job of defending, your bottom lane there, and now they're like, oh crap, our base is getting attacked. What do we do about this?
Now here's like that like you said, that went pretty well for us. But now the battle for the power relays has resumed, and looks like we're gonna keep running through Doomsday.
Yeah, they were quite on top of that. It actually looks like they. I don't know that Crashy. Uh-oh, he missed his Q there, so he needed to use his other stolen power to get through it. But wow, now they've overtaken all of the power relay, so that's probably gonna force you into a bit of a turtle. I don't know that you're gonna be able to like safely make any plays off of this unless you catch this Doomsday out of position and take him out.
That was the goal, but it looks like we may be getting stuck into like a team fight again, except we don't even have Crashy here, so it's kind of tricky. I think though the Emerald or Arcane Green Lantern, I think he seems like one of the better champions for like fighting a retreating battle.
Absolutely, because you can just throw that construct back, and he's like, "Nope, you're not chasing me. Get out of here." Yeah,
and I mean, if you can do the Lantern to see if they are chasing you. I mean, Joker might be a little bit better for fighting retreating battle, but besides him, it's not too much better.
Joker is good at saving himself, but Arcane Green Lantern is good at saving everybody else.
Yeah, which makes sense. I mean, Joker doesn't really care about other people, right?
He cares about hurting them.
He cares about hurting them, yeah.
Yeah, Arcane Green Lantern's a lot more into, like, protecting people.
Saving the world. Saving the universe.
And,
more than just the world.
No moral ambiguity for him. He's just like, I know what's right.
So, at this point, I'm thinking I need to start killing people. So I'm trying to think of a power damage item. And there's a couple options, right? Because the Starheart is like the obvious, just pure power damage. But there's Eclipso's Diamond, which gives you some power lifesteal too. There's the one that gives you power penetration. I forget what it's called, and power damage. Yeah. Basically, if you're in the mindset like, you know what, I need to just kill people because they're annoying me and I can't kill them. And you want to get just a bunch of killing power damage. What's your preferred item, or in different circumstances, why might one item be better than the other?
Is it Arcane Green Lantern that we're talking about, or?
Yeah, let's talk about Arcane Green Lantern. But then, if there's one that's in general with most champions you prefer as well.
Yeah. So as I've mentioned, I mean, in terms of power damage, I'm super into like the Psy Scimitar Starheart builds because when you just stack on a whole bunch of power damage, obviously, depending on what the ratios are for your abilities, that's probably going to be one of the biggest benefits that you get. And then with the Psy Scimitar, you have the offset of your basic attack also doing an incredible amount of damage. And for somebody like Arcane Green Lantern, who's probably going to be in range to use their basic attack, it's a super good choice for him. But I mean, I do dig the Atlantean Royal Seal pick. I would like to see it with the Aventur's Lantern. And that's like the sort of interesting thing that you can do when you can mix something like Metallo's Heart with, Aventur's Lantern, because Aventur's Lantern scales off of max will. So you can actually build the hybrid of tanky and damagey, but still benefit greatly from both of the items and have it be like maximizing, what you really need.
So, but both items kind of work together in that way.
So, like, say if you were like just built a Talus Heart and then you build Entropy Aegis and Aventur's Lantern, now you have this enormous will pool, right? And maybe you don't have a lot of power damage. That's when you start building into something like Starheart and you round out your damage. But you've already got so much tankiness from the other 3 items that now you're doing a lot of damage, but you're probably not going to die as well.
So, what about I forget the name again. The one that gives you power penetration. How good is that?
Book of Eternity is super excellent. It's the sort of thing that you want to look into getting mostly if the enemies themselves are building power damage, just because it's a flat power penetration. Rather, it's a percentage-based power penetration. So something like Cosmic Staff is good for using against people who aren't building a lot of power damage, because it's a flat amount. And it just.
Or do you mean power armor, right?
Sorry, yes, power armor.
Sorry, yeah.
So I'm meaning you want power penetration to counter their power armor.
Yeah.
So if they're building a lot of power armor, you want whatever sort of, depending on how much power armor they have, is what you're looking into in types of power pen. So say if you're fighting, somebody like Doomsday and Wonder Woman, and they're deciding to build a lot of power armor, but it seems like you really need to be taking them out because they're huge threats. Definitely look into building the Book of Eternity, because it takes out 35% of their power armor, and that is not to be trifled with. You know what I mean? That is a crap ton of defense cut.
Whereas the Cosmic Staff is a straight cut, so if they just have like one power armor item or something, that would be more efficient, because if it's a small number, the percent is worse than a straight.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly. So the higher their power armor is, the more you'll benefit from the power pen being percentage based, which is kind of a tough decision to make, like on the fly too. But it also is one of like the higher power damage values. I believe Book of Eternity gives like, I don't know if it's 80 or 100. I know that it has fluctuated in terms of like development, but I believe it's 100, and that's also a lot of power damage to scale with something like the Starheart. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's definitely good to use in tandem like that.
So in this type of team fight, what is my role as Arcane Green Lantern?
What you did was actually really good. So that your whole team was focusing Doomsday and Wonder Woman and Arcane Green Lantern instead of helping him out. Just got distracted fighting you. Now that like pretty much everybody is here, it seems like everything is getting really crazy. Their Wonder Woman is just picking off your Joker. But you're still doing a good job of peeling the rest of it. I know that Crashy is kind of nervous about getting in there because he's pretty low and can't really safely go in there without any sort of initiation. I mean, you guys have been slowly getting whittled down. So unfortunately, like Shazam being taken out, like there's not much you can do. You have like super high health and will, but you yourself can't do much if your team is scared like that. You know what I mean?
So should I be the guy who initiates it all? Because I do have...
You can be, but with Shazam on your team, I would think that Shazam would be more of the initiator than you would be.
Okay.
Whereas you would be peeling for your allies, keeping them alive, but he should be the one getting in there and locking down the ones that need to be killed. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah. But let's say if he's runs in and dies in something or something, if let's say it's like me and the 2 assassins, I would be the guy who wouldn't go in first in that situation, probably, right?
Well, it depends, actually. So when I think about like 2 assassins, I would ideally Gas Cat and Nightmare Batman for you.
Well, or let's just say it's Flash and Nightmare Batman, because that's what we have here.
Right. Okay, that makes a lot more sense. So Nightmare Batman, to me, I feel like would be the ideal initiator, because even though he's squishier, if he starts it, that gives you the ability to just time your Q so that you can just chain CC them. So they're locked down, and then they're locked down for a specific duration, and then you could wait to throw your Q, so the moment they're not locked down, they're locked down again immediately. This looks like it was a super good fight for you guys, but they did get your power relay, actually. Unfortunately, your Nightmare Batman's not with you, so...
Yeah, it started to turn against us pretty quick.
The Joker ultimate, that's devastating.
Yeah, the team fights, like, they look good for us, and then all of a sudden there's, like, the Joker ultimate, and we all die. So, is that a case of us maybe not spreading out enough in team fights? You all kind of go for one person, we clump up, and maybe it's better actually not to all target the same person sometimes?
There is that. That is a factor, but I also just feel like you guys shouldn't even be fighting team fights.
Yeah, we should just backed away as soon as we saw there was...
Yeah, but at this point, I mean, you can't control what your team does, and when a team fight breaks out, you're like, well, I may as well all in and hope that we actually come in on top this time. But like, if you find that repeatedly attempting this team fight isn't working out for you, you want to try to think of maybe like some sort of different strategy. Like, well, we seem to be losing every single team fight. What can we do?
Well, if we keep repeating the same thing over and over again,
I hear that's the definition of insanity.
One of these days there'll be a different result. One of these days. Maybe we needed the Joker to start laughing, because then it makes sense to do insane things, right?
Yeah. Well, I mean, you didn't have a Joker, but I'm pretty sure like he was dead. So.
Yeah.
I don't
He's
know.
kind of seems like any team fight. The Joker and the Flash are the people who carry it for our team, basically, right?
Right.
Yeah.
So you need them. You need them both there to be doing it together. So, with the Wonder Woman lockdown too, and they have so much peel because they have essentially they have 3 tanks with Wonder Woman, Arcane, Green Lantern, and Doomsday.
Yes.
And because they take so long to kill, it's actually somewhat working out for them, despite the fact you have more damage on your side, since they're living longer and doing a really good job of focusing your squishies. It's difficult because when the people who are dealing damage die, and then it's you and Shazam, what are you supposed to do? You just run away.
I mean, I guess our 3 team fight should be, we need to take out Green Lantern or Joker right off the bat with our assassins, right?
Exactly.
And then maybe things should go our way, because then even though they have so much tank, if they don't have Joker or Green Lantern, then there's really not too much they can do if we're all there.
I see, like Crashy is in a really bad spot right now, and Shazam is not even with you because he's going for that top power relay. He knows, he's like, we're not going to win this team fight. I'm going to go for objectives.
That's a smart call. So we actually, in here, we're all kind of going for that top power relay, or we're all working our way up there. Is this a situation where you kind of want to all go together for the relays, or would it be good to just send like 2 to 1 and 3 to a different one?
Well, considering the fact that they're constantly grouping, I feel like it only makes sense to have you guys all be together, because they're probably going to go in like as one group to get, it's only one relay unlocking right now, or rather, it is every single one of them. But since they've been sticking together the whole time, they know what's been working for them, and like I'm pretty sure they're all here too, right? Because they know that that's the one that likely they would be going for, because that's what they were furthest from. But I'm interested in seeing how this is going to turn out. So then I'm like, Nightmare Batman taken out instantly, and even you, despite being so tanky, one of the first to die. So they're already just so ahead in terms of kills at this point that like, definitely team fighting is not a good idea. But it was tough because you guys didn't have any vision, so you didn't even know that they were coming for you. And like then when you were already there, it's kind of too late. Like how could you really escape from that situation with all of the crowd control that they have?
Yeah, there's 5-on-5. Like if you all run, maybe like 2 you'll get away, right?
Right.
So I guess that brings a question. If you're in this game, like all your champions are high level, this game's been going on for a while. But you're obviously the team fights aren't working. What's the next? What's like a way to plan to make a comeback?
So that's where it actually gets tricky. And when you're playing by yourself, like say if you're not playing with anybody on voice chat, it's kind of difficult to coordinate a play like that. But if you can anticipate what your team's going to do, like say for example, if your team's just going to go repeatedly team fight and die, you can go, okay, well I'm going to go push this lane. And very often that will distract the enemies. Either the enemies will kill your whole team and they'll push in their own, but at least you'll trade an objective for an objective. And your team might get mad because they'll be like, you weren't there, and oh, looks like this is the end because you guys are going to take so long to spawn. But like, yeah, in that situation, I mean, they're doing the right thing by grouping. Having something like a surveillance camera in the future, or something that can give you vision so you know the moves that they're making. I mean, and that was scary too, because they would constantly come out of nowhere. Like you didn't even know that they were coming. So it's not even like you had the chance to prepare for it. Even if they were having like one person at a time, you maybe come out and like make a mistake, you wouldn't have known.
Yeah. So we need I guess so the best comeback plan would be if you got a bunch of surveillance cameras up, and then maybe you had like let's say we had like me and the Joker kind of go somewhere or something. And basically the idea is try to have like Flash and Nightmare Batman positioned somewhere where if they do have a misstep, if they're the Green Lantern's in the opposition, we can take him out. And then in the 5-on-4, all of a sudden everything can go easily. And they would probably still fight the 4-on-5 just because when everything's going well for you, you kind of just say, all right, let's go get him again, right?
Right.
So they can get a little bit too confident sometimes, and maybe we could punish them. Didn't happen in that time. We took that last team fight, and at that point in the game, if you all die, it takes so long to get back up.
Yeah.
Pretty much decides the game. So looking back at that, as our Arcane Green Lantern, I know the one thing, beyond this, of course, getting better at being aware of what's going on, learning how to combo his abilities a lot more, his skills a lot more.
Yeah, absolutely.
Is one thing I should definitely work on. What's a couple other things that may not be quite as obvious?
Well, I think like in terms of team fighting, and just think it's difficult to know, but it's also a really good skill to develop. And it actually helps, like if you watch other people play, or if you obviously just keep playing yourself and you're like, oh, that's probably what I should have done there. It's very difficult to know when you're somebody who's an enforcer to go, should I be protecting my allies? Should I be sticking on them, or should I be disrupting the enemies? And like the only real way to know what's ideal in that situation is to gauge on the fly. Are my allies doing okay? And if you see that they're safe, the best thing to do would be to go for the enemies. Do you know what I mean?
So the moment like jump
yeah.
on one of their blasters and hit the shackles on them and just start whacking them or something like that. Yeah.
So this is the kind of thing that I would do as Arcane Green Lantern. Is I usually think enemy focused, and I think, all right, I'm going to disrupt the enemies, and I'm going to do everything that I can. But I keep the targets on my team that need to be protected in mind. So I'll be doing everything I can to the enemies, but I'll also be looking, say at my Gaslight Batman or whoever. You guys you didn't have a marksman, but yeah, I would be checking out Joker. I'd be looking at Joker. I'd be making sure that he's okay, because he would be presumably doing like some of the most damage on the team. So if you see that their Doomsday is charging him, then instantly, instead of disrupting the enemies, what you probably want to do is rush to him. Use your ultimate, or run to him with your Q and knock people down, and then use your chain so people are, he gets the chance to run away. So I think, like, in terms of not just Arcane Green Lantern, but anybody that's enforcer, but it's good to learn it on him because he has so much mobility and so much crowd control. Just think in the terms of, like, what's the best thing that I can do in this team fight? And especially as support, maybe instead of taking, invulnerability next time, take surveillance cameras.
Yeah,
because
that might have been better.
Yeah, because that's really good for the map control. And you guys, like, were blindsided by so many things. I don't think any of you guys had surveillance cameras.
Or we didn't use them if we did. One of the two.
Don't underestimate those.
Yeah, they definitely seem pretty good. I guess so. So would you suggest in those fights, maybe not instantly using my skills, to wait a few seconds to see, do I need to use my shackles on a Doomsday charging the Joker?
Exactly.
Or, yeah. That's, I think at every team fight, I would kind of throw out my skills at the start, and then I might not always have them available for the situations like you were talking about.
Yeah, it's usually you usually do, unless you're being proactive in terms of being the team fight initiator, or you see somebody's at a position and you want to lock them down specifically. It's a reactionary sort of thing for your skills. So you're like, you at least keep one of them up. So typically, unless I'm initiating with my construct, I'll keep it, because then I'm like, oh man, everybody's going for my Joker. And then you throw the Q and you knock them all down, and that gives them the chance to get away.
And then you can even teleport to them and hit the shackles. And
yeah.
So definitely things to work on are comboing the skills and also not spamming them so much, saving them for when you really needed to use them.
Or if you want to spam them, just get a bunch of whale items.
Yeah. Because it definitely seems, at least, he's probably one of the guys who runs out of wheel the fastest out of all the wheel champions.
Very true.
But anyways, thank you so much for joining me and critiquing the Arcane Green Lantern play. We'll be right back with more Infinite Crisis after a short break.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Crisis Watch. Pretty cool look at Arcane Green Lantern there with Nick and Megan. Thanks again to Megan for coming on. So now it's time to get down and dirty.
That's right.
So what's going to be happening here? We're in the lobby.
Putting some of the tips to good use is what we're going to do.
I'm excited. So me and Nick came up with a brilliant idea. Nick is going to play as Arcane Green Lantern and kind of put what he learned into use. I'm going to play as regular Green Lantern.
Yes.
And then we're going to destroy everyone.
It's a good plan. I mean, what's better than 2 Green Lanterns? 2 Green Lanterns both carry an Abin Sur's Lantern as an item. Then we have like 4 Lanterns.
Yes. This is how Infinite Crisis should be played.
Yep.
Like having Batman with Gaslight Batman.
Yep.
Green Lantern with Arcane Green Lantern.
Yep.
And then, of course, an assassin in the jungle. Or in the middle.
How about Nightmare Batman? Then you have all the Batmans.
Sure. There you go. Or what about Gaslight Joker?
Well, he's from the Batman kind of idea as well. So, but he's I guess him and Nightmare Batman are both evil. You wouldn't have a all synergy in a team, right? So Gaslight Batman and normal Batman are both good. Same thing with Green Lantern and Arcane Green Lantern.
Right.
So you need another good person in your team. Like who's a good person? Maybe Wonder Woman.
Okay.
She's a good person.
Okay.
You might have too many, upfront people.
So looking at our team, actually, we can analyze that a little bit. We got Prime Zen is going with Wonder Woman. Hector Zerini.
This is a good team.
Playing Joker. Yeah.
I mean, the only disadvantage, I guess you have Catwoman here.
Put Wonder Woman and Catwoman in the jungle. Yeah. And then put Joker at bottom solo, right?
I mean, I don't think either of them are going to go to jungle because neither of them have consume, which helps a lot. So I think we're going to have a lot of people on the lanes.
Oh. Okay, that's okay.
Yep.
What if we both jungle?
I don't know if we have the right skills to jungle.
Yeah.
I think we should just go on the lane.
All right, let's go in.
I think Arcane Green Lantern is really a lane type of person. He's not. Because he can't. The problem with Arcane Green Lantern in the jungle is he runs out of wheels so fast. Like you can't spam his abilities at all.
Yeah.
You have to really conserve him. And if you're not using abilities, how are you killing the creatures in the jungle? So I think we should both go bottom or something.
Yeah, I'm down.
Yep.
You know, and we should also. I was looking at the team comps. We should look for team fights because they don't have. Their only person who can take damage is Poison Ivy.
Yep.
And she can't really. So I'm thinking we look for team fights are okay for us. Did we say top or bottom?
Let's go bottom.
The match begins in 30 seconds.
Let's go bottom.
They'll never know what hit him.
Match begins in 30 seconds. All right, Nick, you ready?
I'm ready.
You ready to power up the Green Lanterns?
Yes.
And fight for justice.
Brightest day,
For the future
darkest night.
of mankind. It's up to us.
Got it.
The match begins in 10
Well, we're not even just fighting for mankind. We're
No.
fighting for all species across the universe.
International. Interspatial?
Interspatial.
Intergalactic.
Intergalactic. Intergalactic freedom is what the Lanterns fight for.
All right, here we go.
And
My will is
destroy
my
the
weapon.
forces of darkness.
Let's do it. Green Lantern.
Dude, this
Arcane
is-
Green Lantern.
Like, how can you get more synergy into two Green Lanterns?
All right, let's not die though. Okay.
Alright.
I'm nervous. We're going too far.
I like your plan.
I'm nervous.
Dude, there's two of us. Don't have to be
Okay.
nervous.
What if there's 5 of them?
I think we should just
You should answer.
Just
The
crush
guy.
him.
There's a guy talking to you, man.
Nah.
Why are you ignoring him?
nah.
Okay, our dude's at the top.
I'm too busy concentrating.
Not on my watch.
Now, is Q worth it for Green Lantern to use on these? I don't know if it is.
In this case, no, but later on, probably. Later on, you might have a need for Q.
Oh, the audio went away in my ear. Oh, there it is. Welcome back.
Like, if it's just the drones fighting, there's no point using Q.
Yeah.
But when there's other people here, you use it on them to keep them weak. Yeah, just keep chipping at him.
Now we're talking.
I guess I should give you that credit.
Okay. Talk about what your goals are here.
So our goals are kind of just to skirmish with them a bit and get him lower.
Yep.
Like no one can really kill anyone because everyone's level 1. But as we gain more, I think we shouldn't push it. We should try to get it closer to our tower.
Oh, you think so? So stay
Yeah.
a little bit back.
Like only run in if you want to pick up credits. Otherwise, don't even attack them right now. Because I think we want to close to our tower. Just because I'm a little bit nervous. I mean, they're all at the top. It's not like right now there's an immediate danger. But just as like, it's perfectly fine to have the drones closer to us, I think.
So right now I'm focusing on getting the last
Yeah,
hits.
let me check my volume really quick here. Make sure things are okay. Yeah, you should be focusing on assets. I think this is all totally fine.
Okay, they're pushing pretty high though.
Yeah. I should have not. I mean, ideally, if I was checking my sands, you wouldn't get quite as close to our turret, but it's all good. Now we do have some extra skills. Once we get like level 4, we can start killing people. You have health packs or something? Because you're running pretty low.
No, I don't.
Oh, that's not good.
Yeah.
Here, I use the heal wave on you. Just to
Oh,
keep
you have a heal wave?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Just to keep you a little bit more alive.
Thank you. I appreciate that. I like saving money. I think as long as I play well, I don't really need the help.
Enemy defeated.
So just make sure I'm not dying. Hold on, let me back up a second.
Sure.
Alright, coming back.
I'm not crazy.
Tried to back up
I'm
just a second,
enthusiastic.
check a couple settings there.
Can you do another heal wave thing? That was-
No, it's only every 3 minutes or something.
oh,
or 2 minutes.
man. Okay.
It's just a stolen power. So that's what you should
okay.
do is just not get hurt so much. Alright?
Working on it.
Let's host the city.
I mean, as long as I don't die, it doesn't really matter, right?
Yep.
I'm investing into health, or willing to take life, so I can get more.
Well,
Kick the tires and light the fires.
Wait, why? Do you need it? You can take audio from my computer.
They'll never know what hit 'em.
I'm right next to him though. It doesn't really matter. Oh my god. Right. So
I'm
here
gonna-
we are underneath
yep.
the tower.
Enemy defeated. Our bottom
And
Yeah, we're just trying to get a lot of credits and level up pretty much. Try to avoid dying too. I'm gonna head
Oh,
back.
so he went back.
I
Their
will
Green Lantern went back.
Yeah,
Yeah, you should go back. Ooh, hurry back though,
yeah, I will.
so I can go back. Power relays are up pretty soon. Actually, can you get that power relay on our side?
Yeah, I can go for it.
That'd be the sickest.
There's definitely something to look at doing.
power relays will be operational in 30 seconds.
Trying to find the right item I want. Look at that size scimitar. That seems like a
Ooh.
cool way to do things. But I don't remember exactly where it is.
Okay.
Here we go. Oh, you need more
Relays will be
monies.
operational in 10
That sucks.
seconds.
Maybe we'll get Optimus Lantern in.
Power relay.
Enemy defeated.
Make it
By
less.
the way, I had to buy items. Buying items is important.
I know, but you gotta do it fast.
Ally
So
defeated.
Well,
because now, because you can
it's
get that
more-
power relay right now, right?
Our top
It's
turret
more
is
important
under
to buy the right item than
Enemy
to
Sure.
buy
defeated.
fast.
I mean, ideally, I guess you know before.
Not on my
Unfortunately,
that's
my
a good-
screen's
that's a
also
good-
kind
that's a
of
good
grayed
example
out.
though.
So.
Like, what are the best items to get for Arcane Green Lantern?
So, you know, Aventur's Lantern is the best lore-wise, because it's, you know, Aventur is like a legendary Green Lantern, so getting his Lantern should give you extra power. But then also, like, anything that keeps you alive or anything that's power damage is great as well. Like, a Landing Royal Seal was pretty good, but this game I want to go for what Megan was telling about, the Sai Scimitar,
Enemy
Starheart type
defeated.
build.
Cool. See if it works out. Of course, Nick
Yep.
went and got the power relay there as well.
The enemy has captured a
And
power relay.
my health is all the way back. I don't know how that. I'm happy about it.
Skills.
Skills.
It happens with skills.
I'm bloodthirsty right now. I'm wanting to kill.
You should not diver.
Yeah, no.
Our Catwoman got a little too bold there.
Yeah, I just shouldn't get mad at us. Because this is one of those times. where
Yeah,
you're
it's
like,
one of those
"Oh,
things like you gotta know. Oh, like, maybe we can support her going
Yeah.
around down.
Ally defeated.
No. We probably should have headed around down a little faster and tried to support her.
Yeah. I mean, overall though, we're getting experience on these
Yeah.
in credits, so it's hard to say. Like, she did a good job distracting them for as long as she did.
Well, you didn't need to destroy. We would have gotten experience in credits.
Sure.
anyway.
Well, initially we shouldn't have got, like, I don't
Yeah.
think.
Well, no, we going in and putting damage is good. You
Oh,
have to
sure,
back
but
away.
not like sprinting past the turn.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
That's something you don't want to do.
Ah, that's a terrible misclick.
Ally defeated.
By the way, if you see like anytime I attack someone, if you attack them, you gain a little life back. So.
Ally is relentless. Our top turret is under attack.
Whatever.
An ally was shut down.
The Green Lantern is quite annoying.
Yep.
I'm always up for a
That ultimate scared him at least,
Yeah.
right?
I'm
Their
gonna
Green
back-
Lantern's
I'm gonna
very
back-
low.
I'm gonna back soon anyways. It's kinda-
We should try to kill the Green
Enemy
Lantern.
defeated.
If he gets close, we should just kill him.
Uh-oh. Ooh. Almost dead.
Heading to base.
Oh, I got their Green Lantern at
Enemy
least.
defeated.
I was
You-
thinking
wait,
of
you
going
got
back
him?
to help you. Yeah, I was thinking
Oh,
of going back
nice.
to help you or grabbing to killing him. I was like, well, I know I could get to killing him easy, and I was like, if I'm back to help you,
Dude, nice. No, you made it. I
Yeah.
think you're. Yeah.
at the very worst, it was 1-for-1 trade, and at best.
I think if I had died
Enemy
though, it would not have been.
defeated.
Well, the thing is, if I came back, I wasn't guaranteed to save you, first of all.
Sure.
Right? And then second of all, we weren't guaranteed to kill Catwoman.
Yeah.
So,
We need. Yeah.
guaranteed damage, I
Okay,
always
power relay's
pick.
up soon. I guess I'll
Yep.
get ours. I'll sneak over to ours.
I don't think I should make a play for theirs.
Yeah,
think
I
that's-
think you're fine down there.
Yeah.
We always need someone staying in the.
Yep, just to
in
grab
line.
the...
Get that experience.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Kick the
Trying to
tires,
kill me.
Light the fires.
Ally defeated.
I was thinking of using... I remember when Megan told me using my Q
Ally
to
power
escape.
relay
Would
unlocked.
be good. But I'm kind of low on life. I'm a little bit scared. But so is their... You know what? Ah, no valid targets.
Captured a power relay.
What? They're close to the lantern. How come it doesn't work?
I'm coming. What are you trying to do?
I was supposed to be able to use my shackles from the
Enemy
lantern,
power relay unlocked.
but it didn't seem to work there.
Oh.
It's kind of annoying.
Under attack.
So I think you throw it and then you push up.
Yeah, that's what I did, but maybe it wasn't quite close enough to the lantern to shackle him.
Get him?
Yeah.
Doomsday device activation in 60 seconds.
Alright, I got him. What? How come? No, it doesn't. The shackles won't seem to actually
Keep
go to the
practicing.
lantern.
Maybe you have smart casting on.
No, I turned it off. I'm not even sure if it works the way it's supposed to. Or you know, oh, I see. It takes a second. There's like a little bit of a cooldown.
Yeah.
A little bit of a cooldown on it. Oh shoot, I'm almost dead.
No!
Yeah, I tried to use my ultimate to escape.
Okay.
I was too busy trying to look at my shackles and figure out that worked, so I wasn't actually. That was unfortunate.
Oh. Okay, he does a lot of damage. Okay. I need to be careful.
Ally defeated.
Alright, it's alright though, because now I know what's going on.
So now, see, Nick is slowly learning, and now he's...
Yeah.
he's
It was something that Megan was telling me about before, and I didn't realize there's like a several second delay. So you can't, right when you throw the lantern, you can't use the shackles. It's you gotta wait like a good 2-3 seconds,
Yep.
and then it comes available.
Sure.
Maybe it's when the lantern's in the air or something. I don't know. Doomsday device is up, but I think we should just hang out
Yeah,
here.
we're okay here.
Yeah.
Gotta be careful though. I'm pretty low on that.
Now we're talking.
Oh, careful.
Ah, it's alright. I thought we were gonna go after him. Bad.
I'm like pretty low on health, so I'm
Yeah.
staying there.
But they're scrubs, right? Actually, maybe not. We'll see.
Yep.
I have my ultimate up, so...
I have a lot of good ways to like stun someone.
Oh, okay.
But I
so when
can't-
they get close... Oh, okay. Wait, what?
Oh yeah. Let's do it.
Oh, ult. Ah.
I protect this sector.
There, she got the ultimate. Yep, we got him.
Oh, nice. I was surprised she didn't use that earlier.
Well, there was no like. You typically want to wait to see if you need to use it, right?
Enemy defeated.
So
Yeah, I was low on health, so I was scared to keep going.
yeah.
It's like the auto kill right away, so you stay safe and not be baited into enemy territory. Uh-oh, I'm getting
She's gonna use her
pursued.
ultimate on someone, probably on me.
I'm getting pursued.
We all, as soon as we saw her go
An
invisible,
enemy
we're
is
like, uh-oh.
relentless.
Okay, she's
We just
back.
ran away.
And she laughs at us.
Yeah. Yep, she's
Our
like, why are you
top
so
turret
scared?
is under attack.
The two of us can take her, but she attacks one of us.
Our top turret has been destroyed.
Oh no, we lost the top turret.
Yeah, we're getting kind of crushed up there.
Careful.
Maybe I should go back.
Nick is very overeager.
Yeah, I
Nick is a
am.
very
I'm
overeager player.
always up for a fight.
So get me in there. And now Green Lantern's here.
I will withdraw.
I feel like we should look
Ally
for team
power
fights now.
relay unlocked.
Like we should
You
all.
think so?
Yeah.
I think it's too early.
You think so?
Well, I mean, I think you mean like the best way to look for team fights, I guess, would be going for power relays, right?
Right. Which is let's go
Yeah.
for the power relay right now.
Yep.
Let's do it. I think we might lose our bottom tower.
Oh,
I
we're
think
already gonna get
overall
the
it'd be-
power relay. You want to go for the right one?
Yeah.
All right.
Our bottom turret
Then there
is
too.
under attack.
Oh no, they took it. Or oh wait, sorry.
No, it'll come
Got it.
unlocked
Yeah,
in
yeah,
it in a little bit.
I'm not crazy. I'm enthusiastic.
Yeah, there's a
so
lot
three
of them at the bottom.
so we can get the Doomsday device too.
There's 4 of them at the bottom. Maybe I should stay back and defend, actually, I guess.
What do you
No,
mean?
they're all...
No, come with us.
Well, no, we're gonna die if I come up. Like, there's
Wait,
4 of
what?
them. There's 4 of them killing our base right now.
We
Like,
can always
you-
back.
you-
Power
like,
relay's
it-
not important.
But no, but there's no reason for
You
me
have
to
a
join
way
you
to do
guys.
damage and come back, like.
Yeah, I can. But like, my point is, there's no reason for me to join you, right? You're gonna get all that anyway.
Oh sure.
There's 4
Well,
of them
I was
here.
wanting to go for the Doomsday device, so.
Yeah, you can. There's no reason for me to help you with that. You
Oh,
can get
okay.
it easy, right?
Kick the
Can
tires and
we? I
light
don't
the
know.
fire.
Yeah, to you.
Well,
As long as
see,
you-
this
well,
is why if
well,
you're
well,
here-
now
this
Wonder
is
Woman
why
went
if you're
back.
here, we can kind of get
Well,
it right now, but.
Wonder Woman was there, right? I'm trying to play as a
It's
team.
okay.
Enemy is relentless.
What driving? Yes, we got a kill.
Enemy
I guess we can push this top.
defeated.
This top.
They'll never
So I think
know
overall
I
that was pretty fine for us. Getting both power relays is great. And move on to Doomsday device would just be an extra bonus right there, so it's not
Yep.
the biggest deals.
Ah, I'd kind of do with
Ally
that.
defeated.
I
And now
thought
we
Wonder
got,
Woman would stay with me.
and now we got the
Catwoman.
turret at the top instead. So that was
I shouldn't
overall-
have chased
that was
Cyborg
really
so
good.
far. That was a mistake.
Wait, did you go die again?
Yeah.
Oh, Nick.
An
Again.
enemy is
I mean again.
dominating.
Oh yeah. There was an earlier time, wasn't there?
Okay, so this turret, it's okay, we have both power relays. It's so sick. And look at the top, it's pushing so nicely.
I'm just going well.
And now we can make team fights happen. So I think overall this is pretty good. Because they're going to be so pressured to push. Alright, let's see. I just don't want to get caught off guard here. This Gaslight Catwoman swoops out of the darkness.
I'm right behind you.
Okay.
Totally fine.
Okay. Green Lantern's light.
Green Lantern's light. So right now, 2 of them are at the top. We see that, and we're
Yep.
just going along the bottom. We feel kind of safe. We know 3 of them could converge. We also have Gaslight Catwoman with us. So
Yep.
we can feel very safe to extend this far.
And I think there's a reasonable chance they're a Doomsday device. Yeah, they
Oh,
are.
they
That's
are.
what, I mean, you
That's
assume
okay.
that, right?
Like,
There's 3 of them disappearing.
If the lanes aren't pushed, they can't really do anything with the Doomsday device, honestly.
Yeah, I mean, they could kill our turret that's low. But
Oh, sure, just throw it on top of that.
yeah, it's not, I mean,
They can't
whatever.
be as that efficient. And if we get a turret out of it, like their turret,
Yeah.
it's worth it. Can we kill that guy after we kill this? Or can we kill this? I wonder.
Enemy defeated.
I'm gonna die.
No, back up.
An
Oh,
enemy
Nick.
is unstoppable.
Okay.
I didn't realize he was level 11.
Enemy defeated.
That's why I died so fast.
Oh,
Now
man.
we're talking.
Oh, man.
I also actually, my screen is really hard to see as well.
That's okay.
Everything's.
It's alright. No big deal.
One thing I've learned is never ult tab in Infinite Crisis.
Uh-oh.
Because when you tab back, everything gets.
Power relays will be
kinda
operating
tricky.
Gaslight
in
Batman
10
is being-
seconds.
Cheeky guy.
Yeah, I think you. No, no, you're not. The turret is gonna. You might be able to work that turret down.
Yeah, I'm gonna work on
Catwoman's trying to take him on 1-on-1, which I don't know how that'll
Power
work.
relay operational. An enemy is invincible.
I should have been paying attention a little bit more there.
Ally defeated.
Yeah, you might have been able to help her out.
Enemy
Or you probably could have secured the kill. You still got him. Just hit the Q on him. It stuns. Just hit him with the Q.
Alright. He's too
Oh,
far.
it doesn't have quite the range, huh?
Yeah, it's too far.
Yeah, the W is also. He was too far for
I
that
was
as
too far
well.
for that,
Yeah.
So I was trying to hit him with my
ally
E,
is
Yep.
and I actually hit him a few times. Very good.
Ally power relay.
Overall, though, he has to back, so I'm not that worried. And I stalled momentum.
Yeah. I mean, always the kill's always nicer, but
Yep.
you do what you
I'm a
can,
very
right?
patient guy.
Yep.
An
Okay,
ally
and now we
was
can-
shut down.
There's a
Oh, power
Catwoman
relays are
around
up, by the
here.
way.
Yeah, we should kill this first.
Kill this, get out. I'm actually really nervous right now. Maybe we can swing up to the power relay. Oh, let's go.
Whatever.
Okay. Power, they're all gonna get the power relays. As long as we keep distracting at the bottom, I think this is fine.
Yeah.
Right? Or what do you think?
Yeah, we're gonna get the top ones. We gotta keep back. There's at least 3 at the bottom.
Yeah, as long as we can keep
Yeah.
distracting at the bottom and our dudes get all the
In
power
fact, I
relays.
think there's like quite a bit.
as long as we don't die, we just can't die. Like,
Yeah.
any point. Just delay them as long as possible.
Dying is bad.
Slam an anvil. Here and there.
We've
Oh,
captured
try
a
one.
power relay. The enemy has captured a power
Okay, so there's 3
relay.
at the top and then in the middle right.
Yeah.
So we can push pretty hard here. Let's go pretty good. Go get him. Lasso, 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 lasso.
I think she just did. It's on cooldown.
Oh.
Ally defeated.
Oh. Nicely done.
Defeated
Slam
an
dunk.
enemy.
I'm a little nervous now, but we'll keep
I'm
going.
not crazy. I'm
Here
enthusiastic.
we go. I don't like engaging on these drones.
Yeah, drones are painful.
That was good. Some monies. Alright.
Money 0 is good.
And now they think I left maybe, so maybe they'll try to
Coast
engage,
City.
and then we're good. Okay, so right now, this is like a perfect composition to have the 3. It's like we have a support, we have a tank, and we have the damage dealer.
Yep.
So we're a really good combo. We see 2 at the top, so we know we can take pretty much any 3 on their team pretty easily. So we can feel confident to push this turret. And each we always got to be cautious of them coming back down from the top, or one woman leaving us, which she's doing, so now we have to back
Our
up.
top turret is under attack.
Well, we can kind of stick around a little bit, but we can't be over eager.
I'm kind of low on life.
Oh yeah, fair enough.
I might actually just go back and buy a weapon.
Yeah, I'm gonna run. There's 3 at the bottom.
They'll never know what hit them.
Okay.
I will withdraw.
I will withdraw.
Should I back up? I wonder. I might sneak up to the top and try to do damage to those guys. Try to help out against Cyborg and Gaslight Batman.
Not a bad
The
idea.
question is, will I get cut off? Because I saw 3 at the bottom. I'm not sure if they're all 3 at the bottom anymore. Maybe they're swinging up.
There's at least Green Lantern at the bottom from them.
Let's see if I can find Cyborg and Gaslight Batman. Are they in this area? Did they go back, really?
There's at least 3 at the bottom.
Okay, where did they
That's
all
up
go?
Poison Ivy.
Where did they all go?
I think they're all at the bottom.
Okay. We'll push top and then we'll
I'm
back.
not positive. There's 3 of them at the bottom.
Okay, do you need
Um,
help? I mean, we could either A, like, I can come
Yeah,
back.
you guys should just push top, probably.
Okay.
I mean, we'll lose this turret, but we won't lose the one past it. And this turret, even if you come back, we'll lose it. This turret's so low that it doesn't matter
They might
what.
have to back and deal with them too.
Yeah.
The enemy's top turret
Okay,
has
so
been destroyed.
Joker's going back. gonna keep pushing. And the Joker going back is good. That's enough to really fend him off.
Hey, you didn't need to come back. That was actually kind of a waste.
Oh, okay.
Another day.
Like, there's no way they were going to do more damage in the one turret. So, in fact, the fact that all you guys are coming back is kind of...
Oh my god.
Ally defeated.
Okay. Oh, careful.
Yeah, I thought my team...
Power relays are up soon.
Oh, Wonder Woman, great ultimate there.
Enemy defeated.
Start thinking about power relays. I'm trying to get the top one. I think I can get it.
I think we're just going to kill all of them as kind of our plan.
Nice. Good plan.
Now we're talking.
Oh, they're gonna come get me at the power relay. I'm scared. You wanna come save me? Or
Enemy
get our power relay at
shut
least?
We just killed...
Oh.
Yeah, we just killed 3 of them.
Okay, sick.
I was busy killing them.
Okay, power relays.
Yep, I'm getting ours.
Enemy power
I'm trying to get this
relay
one at the top.
unlocked.
I might die though.
Wait, if I get close to you, I get ultimate to you. If you just start running towards me.
Yes.
A power
I got it.
relay.
I got it. Oh, and they're coming in. They're so
Nah,
mad.
you don't need me. You can just run.
Yeah, I'm running. I'm getting the heck out of there. Maybe Joker will help me out.
He's almost dead too. You'd just both probably die. Because Green Lantern would just use...
Oh my god, what is
Enemy
Joker
has
doing?
captured a power
Joker, you
relay.
need backup, my friend.
We've
Okay, sick.
captured a power relay.
Yeah, that was a really good
That was
turn of
good,
events for
that was
us.
good tacticianery.
Yep.
So they're sneaking along the top. Let's go together
Enemy
somewhere. Let's
defeated.
go to Doomsday Device.
Doomsday Device?
Yeah,
Alright.
let's do it.
Why not?
Oh no, Green Lantern's at the top. He's trying to help. Oh!
Enemy defeated.
Catwoman's doing a pretty
Whatever.
good job.
Okay,
Look, there.
let's do this.
We need someone who can initiate it.
Yeah. Do you think we should go?
I
I don't do a lot of damage to my basic attack, honestly.
I don't either.
Oh, I'm
And
always up for a fight.
we need like Wonder Woman or some damage healer here. Whatever, let's just do it. Screw it.
Are you sure?
Yeah. No, I'm gonna die.
No, it's bad. Yeah, bad.
Yeah.
It's like, let's immediately regret that decision.
Like we need someone to tank it or to damage
I
it.
don't think Catwoman's enough.
Yeah. We needed Wonder Woman there. I'm just gonna go to the bottom. Help out these fine folks.
Yeah.
Keep my
I
ultimate.
think I'll come with you
I'm
too.
using ultimate on Joker to keep him alive.
Ooh.
And I can
ally
Oh,
teleport.
that was so cool, whatever you just did.
Yeah. It's like,
Double kill.
you know, like Atomic Wonder Woman's ultimate? It's like the inverse of that. Like teleports and heals him instead of...
That's amazing. That's amazing.
It's a pretty cool ability. I got Wonder Woman just sits there with the car. Just throw it! Throw the car!
Look, the turret? I don't think one of them is too far. Back it up. Let's be patient. Let's be patient, my
See, do
friends.
the shackle thing work. Yeah, we're too low. This is Joker. Ooh. If I was a little more on top of my game, I could have gotten that kill. I think that was worth it for me. I knew I would die there, but I knew I could slow 2 of them and you guys could finish them off.
Enemy defeated.
So it was a worthy, I think it was a worthy sacrifice.
Yes. Uh-oh.
Uh-oh, but Catwoman's coming in there and slicing. Oh no, Catwoman's just killing all of us. Get her! Save the Joker! Oh, sick.
Enemy double kill.
That work?
Well, we didn't save the Joker, but
Relentless.
No evil shall
our Wonder
escape
Woman's doing some work.
Yeah. And we're pushing, like, doing all this. The drones at the top are doing a great job.
Yep.
Power relays are up soon-ish.
Got it.
Yeah,
I'm
can.
gonna go straight to the top, actually. And then I need a back.
Yeah, it's not a bad plan.
I'm going straight to the top. And then you can go, I guess, to the middle left there.
Yeah, I'll take ours.
And then I'd like to make a move on Doomsday Device one of these days. 'Cause that'd be fun.
Yeah, but we're like the worst because the power damage isn't that good against the Doomsday Device turret. And like my,
Oh, sure. Yeah,
my
of
guy's
course.
worthless.
So,
Like,
so we need Wonder Woman to get Doomsday Device.
yeah. Or like a higher level Catwoman can do it on her own if she has lifesteal.
Sure.
She'll just like heal as fast as.
But we're like the worst 2 to go for.
Yeah.
So now me and Nick are both in the power relays.
Enemy
If you're going to
power
play Infinite
relay
Crisis, this is
unlocked.
exactly what you want to do. Kind of plan your play around
power
it. Again, it's so
relay
important so you can have stronger drones at the top. And then if you can get all 3,
He's about to ultimate you.
it's great. Uh-oh.
Okay.
Ouch.
Should have just stepped off
Captured
that
a
for a
power
second.
relay.
You just wanted to take it like a man, right?
Yeah.
You're like, ah, I can take it.
And, like,
Power relay.
The more time I'm on it, the faster it goes. So I just
Well, if you're
like
hit
if you
by
step
it.
off for a second, it stops it.
But same
Not
if
on
when
my
you're
watch.
hit.
I don't mind. Yeah,
Yeah.
but I don't think it is long.
Oh, we can get him, get him, get him. Get him. Get your
Ouch.
2.
That ultimate's powerful. Should we do Doomsday Device now?
Dude, let's just kill them all.
I'm scared right now. The ultimate did a lot of damage to me. Okay, I'm going.
Yeah.
Oh, Wonder Woman, be careful.
I had to back away because I was almost dead, but I can heal someone as soon as they get low. I might do it to you if they look at you. I might do it to Wonder Woman. Just wait. I'm waiting to see which one of us needs to heal.
I might need
An
it.
ally is dominating.
Yeah. No, let's just go back now. Save the ultimate.
That was good.
Yep, we got our team fight is so
Yeah,
good there.
yeah. Like they don't really have a team fight.
The only bad thing is there is I initiated, because Wonder Woman wasn't there. So I was able to solo 2 of them, and we gotta get some kills. But then I got so hurt that we weren't able to really follow up with too much. At least I wasn't. But it's a team game, so it was alright. It was alright that I kind of just took the damage and set up the kills.
All right, so now they're bringing the Doomsday device. Should we go do that? Maybe. I think we push this a little bit just to be
I
safe.
protect this
And they're gonna have to worry about the pushing at the top, the drones pushing at the top.
Yeah.
The bottom and
Yeah.
everything's dandy.
I think this is fine. We can actually, this push could be devastating to them.
Yeah. And we got the whole team here, and team fights are great. I need to stay in the back. I'm squishy.
Yep. You
But
and
not too
Joker
far back
are-
because guess like Catwoman can come in and swoop me down. So I need to just stay near Wonder Woman.
Yep.
Basically my plan. And there's 2 at the top right now, so like we're really confident pushing. And Poison Ivy's not gonna be enough.
Whatever.
She's like, where are my friends? Okay, careful. For Wonder Woman, looking for Wonder Woman. Wonder Woman, is she going in? No, she's staying back.
I stayed too far forward there.
Axelav dies.
Yeah.
Standard, you know, sequence of events here.
Yep. Oh, I got the Green Lantern. Yeah, kill. Oh,
sick
nice
kill.
Wonder Woman ultimate. Oh, sick lasso too to kill Cyborg.
Oh, I almost lived.
It's all right.
I know, but it's
Yeah.
one of those things where it's like you'd
It would have
rather
been
have-
awesome if you got all of them.
Oh man,
Shut
that was a
down.
sick team fight there.
Triple kill.
Wonder Woman,
Annihilated.
triple kill.
Wonder Woman doesn't even care, man.
You know, we could have had a pentacle. One of us could have had a pentacle there if we did that
Yeah.
a little bit better. That was sick. That was awesome. Okay. So now, like, we have all elements on the top. Power Relay's up soon, so let's start. Can you go to the close one, and I'll go to the one at the top? Or maybe you go to the one at the top.
Yeah, I'll get one
Yeah,
top.
I'll get the one. Close one. And then I want a 2-on-1. The power.
Wonder Woman should have gone to their power relay probably. I don't think they would have come
Yeah,
back in
I
time.
agree.
Maybe I should just go theirs actually.
I think it's too late for that. Or how long are they?
Enemy power relay.
You're right. They're gonna come
I
back.
guess, yeah,
I'll just
that's
take it top.
Ooh, Joker's up there though.
The enemy's top turret has been destroyed.
All right, I'll go
Yeah,
help
yeah,
Joker.
yeah.
I have my ultimate, so I can teleport to him if he gets in trouble. Because if we can take theirs,
Yeah,
that's way better.
That's huge. Yeah,
Yeah.
I like it. Yeah. If Joker wasn't there though, I don't think it was.
Oh yeah, it would have been too risky.
Oh, they know he's there.
Yeah.
I think it might have been worth it to teleport. Oh no, this might be bad.
He's not gonna die. I might die though.
Okay, just distract him as long as possible. I'm going straight to the top.
I gotta go back.
Be a finagler.
I tried to keep him alive.
Ally defeated.
We almost did well there.
Yeah, maybe teleporting at the very beginning of that fight, so just so you can have 2 on that power relay. Because all you really care about is getting the power relay and getting out.
No, we wouldn't have gone in time. Like the teleport's not that long range.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we wasn't even that close to getting it.
Ooh, that's
And
good,
the
though.
main thing in teleport is the massive heal it does. So it's best to use it like in battle.
Power relay.
We've captured a power relay. Okay. See, we're learning Arcane Green Lantern here and thinking about different possible abilities.
Uh-oh, Catwoman's going down. Wonder Woman's trying to take them all on her own.
Gosh, I can't. I'm not going over there. Sorry. That would help you, but
I'm on the way to help her out. Because I'm a helpful person.
yeah.
Oh, that was sick. Sickness.
Get him!
No evil shall escape
Oh, come on!
sight.
Oh my god!
Triple kill.
Triple kill.
I shut you down.
Oh, the
Just killed them all.
The sickest of
Dude, the Wonder
plays.
Woman just comes in there and kills
Dude,
everyone.
she's doing a great job. She's really good.
Annihilated.
I'm like pretty low on health too. I stayed alive. Staying alive. Isn't that
If
a
you
song?
attack the same drones I attack, you gain some life.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Lanterns light.
Not that much. At this point, the game is pretty negligible, but.
See you.
Annihilated.
And Wonder Woman is just like, she just kills everyone.
Yeah, she's good.
What items does she have? Oh shit, I'm gonna die.
Don't die. Don't
And these
die.
turrets are vicious, man.
Don't die. Come so far. And what's the matter? Okay, where are they doing? Are we going here? I wonder how long.
Been destroyed.
Oh.
Yeah, we should probably back away.
Okay.
Not on my watch.
now we should. Oh, don't get me! Ah! Help me! Oh, the ultimate got me! No, that was so close to being good. Oh man. Okay, let's be safe here. Okay, Joker's pushing bottom.
Yeah, I was thinking about coming in to help. I was like, no,
Yeah.
let's just go back.
That was a close
so
call
long.
there. Like that was a really good ultimate from their gas up man.
Yep. Well, we got one of their power core turrets, and we only lost one. We should position ourselves to get their power relay.
Yes, I agree.
Should be next move. I'm gonna go with Joker.
Maybe Wonder Woman should have gone straight to the top there.
She's got time. She can actually just head to the top.
Oh,
I
so
like
yeah,
her
Joker's
going
getting
back.
ready. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna hang out with Joker.
Yep.
There's two. Actually, we should just ambush two at the top. They're so low.
We gotta be careful because the time we die is getting
Yeah.
very significant.
I guess Joker. I'll support him down here. Joker, come back up. Take the power relay with me.
Get the power relay.
Joker. Joker, ditch me, man.
Oh, I don't know why I got the Sai Scimitar. That was a mistake.
I've been ditched by the Joker.
It's okay. Uh-oh.
Enemy power relay.
Yeah, now
unlocked.
they're gonna get top. Are they gonna get top though? I guess we go straight up.
Allied
I mean, if we
power
get theirs,
relay
it's all good.
unlocked.
Well, what if they get both of ours? Is the thing.
No, they won't. Well, there's no way they can
You've
get top
captured
and
the
ours,
power relay.
right?
With only me here.
Yeah, there's no. They're both at the top. There's no way they could get that and top, right? They have to make the choice. Or see, we might even get top from them if Joker's fat. No. We'll kill them though.
Oh, see, look, they're getting both.
An enemy is relentless.
Oh, kill him! Yeah, I think
An
me dying there
enemy
was
was
worth it.
shut down.
Get him! Get him!
League
Yes.
still controls you.
Okay, so me dying there was worth it,
Double
but
kill.
we almost lost our
The
power
light
relay.
does not
If Cyborg was there, I think we might have lost our power relay, but now Cyborg is doing, I don't know what he's doing.
If Cyborg was at the top, he couldn't be there. That's what I was saying. Like, there's no way they could get both. Is what I was saying.
Yeah, they actually
We've
almost got it.
captured a power relay.
The one on the left there. If I hadn't been there, it would have been no fun.
Yep.
They did a really good job of having two there right away.
Another day. See there?
A little bit more coordination, and it could happen. Ooh, now we're making a move on the...
No, everyone
or-
went back. Someone pinged it and everyone just went back.
Oh, man. Okay, let's see. What do I want to
I guess they're looking. They're pushing across the bottom. I think. It's kind of risky for me to be here, but I'd like to come in from an angle on them.
Okay, I'm pretty strong now, by the way.
That's good. Are you? I think Wonder Woman can take on their whole team on her own. She's level 18.
Yeah. What
It's
am I
like
level?
all this stuff.
I'm level 16. I'm doing okay. I've been dying a lot recently.
All charged up. Yep.
It's not bad to
16
die as
kills
long
on
as
Wonder
stuff are
Woman. That's
happening.
insane.
Yeah. Yeah,
Golly.
she's pretty boss. Not even going for attack items either, just pure health.
Yep.
It's super tanky.
Protect this sector.
Now we got 5 pushing bottom. We could probably go in here.
Oh, we'll see.
Oh, we're going to Doomsday Device. Oh. Good ultimate. Uh-oh. You're like, where's the plant? Here.
You're mine.
The brave Catwoman.
Wow.
Ally defeated.
Probably should use Melt on her, but I would have died if I did that. And I was
One of them
feeling
go in.
selfish.
There you go.
The Shackle and Wonder Woman Ultimate combination is pretty
Enemy
sick.
defeated. Double kill.
No evil shall escape my sight.
I can kill him in his thing.
Oh, I'm always up for a fight.
You're gonna.
Oh, I went a little. I think I could have if I had done that a little
You
bit
the turret
better.
like one shot you once you get into the turret.
If I'd done that a little bit better, I think I could have made it happen.
Yep.
Because I messed up my E's, my Q, my
Wow.
So we can win here.
Yep. You see what trick I did there with I teleport to my construct to get
Right.
the kill on him?
Yeah.
And then the shackles. That's
Very
another
nifty.
thing that Megan was telling me about. You can combo the skills really well. So that's what I've been working on.
Victory! And the Justice League prevails. Nick, we just saved human. We just saved
We did.
galactic kind.
And the reason Joker fought for us that time is because we traded away Gotham City for the world. We're like,
Yes.
all right, Joker, you can be the kingpin in Gotham City and do
Yep.
your criminal stuff there.
We'd rather protect the world.
Yep.
Now, you can play in your little playhouse, Gotham City, but we got bigger stuff to think about. Okay, so here we are on the summary Axeltoss going 13-4, not too shabby. Wonder Woman 17-3. Axslav 2-5.
14 assists.
14 assists
That's the
though is
important part.
great. Their Gaslight Batman
And look at this.
Kinda crazy.
4 the power relays captured. Me and you actually captured a lot, so did Catwoman.
Yeah, I captured 5.
Yeah, you
I'm
kinda-
all about them power relays, man.
You also got almost all the turret kills.
Oh, really?
You got 5 of the turret kills.
There you go. See,
Yeah.
I'm the teamiest guy. I'm always after those objectives.
Yep.
Cool. What else can we read about this? Let's see. Our Gaslight Catwoman had 15 deaths, which isn't too fun. I think
She was very brave throughout the
She
game.
was brave.
She
And
was the
Gaslight Batman.
bravest.
Their Gaslight Batman took advantage. I think most of
Yeah,
the 17
he
kills
did.
actually there. Fewest deaths, the better. One woman only dying 3 times. I died 4 times. Nick 5. So overall, I think we did pretty well. And I think we're gonna wrap things up. So,
Yep.
Arcane Green Lantern. Final thoughts.
You know, he's not so good on his own, but he has like some of the best. I think he's the best lockdown character in the game. And he has a lot of mobility in the battles. Like a lot of those battles, he won't get kills, and he won't even tank. I mean, you can build him as a tanking, kind of tanky, but his real skill is locking down people. The construct stuns him, and you can teleport to the construct, and you can shackle them.
Yeah.
You can throw the lantern and shackle from there. A lot of different stun abilities.
Sounds like a lot of fun, guys. Get your hands on Green Lantern and play Infinite Crisis. Check out their Facebook. You can tweet at MLG if you want an Infinite Crisis beta key, and then you can get in. It is in the closed beta, but it's a lot of fun. Again, a free-to-play MOBA game type featuring your favorite superheroes and supervillains. I'm Axeltoss, joined by Axslav, and we'll see you in the next edition of Crisis Watch.